Oh, my days. Okay. Oh, God. Okay, right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another Penguin Academy game analysis. You might wonder why I'm saying, oh, God, and one of these players is one of the best players in the world. Hopefully you know which one. The problem is, I know two things. One, Kfoged doesn't give a crap about this game because he didn't give a crap about the last game because he was on holiday in the middle of the Swiss, so he already gave up a loss there. Secondly, he's playing pro elves who aren't great and can just get banged out, right? There's nothing you can do if you just get banged out as pro elves. They're worse at recovering than wood elves are. There's just nothing you can do if you don't get banged out, and he's against the banger himself, MrPage. So yeah, I'm not looking forward to this at all. Page is terrible against agility teams, but only if they're alive. If K4 was Dark Elves, I'd be looking forward to this. Anyway, welcome to another Penguin Academy game analysis. We are in week 5 of the Swiss stage of the 2026 Winter Super League. Super League. And both of these are basically mid-table. They're both 2-0-2. So as we saw last game, 3-0-2 will put you in the contention of playoffs. Oops, excuse me. And talking of terrible against agility, let's examine this amazing anti-blitz setup. As I said, I hope you know which one of these is the good player. Quite a lot of this pitch is a little bit exposed. Should a blitz happen, it would. I'm using Count Hopper Tempest because I'm not going to get to use him in the future, because once we change to 3rd edition, no one's playing vampires because they, no pun intended, suck. So I might as well. If he's up, I'm going to leave him there. I like him. I think he looks great. But yeah, like, it's don't set up like this at home, folks. Like, just do an anti-blitz defense. It's like, if you were the Old World Alliance, I'm not going to say if you were MrPage, because if you were MrPage, you wouldn't understand how outclassed you are. If you have any self-awareness and you find yourself against K-Fool with elves, unless you're one of the other, like, 30 people in the world who aren't outclassed, you're outclassed. Even if you are one of those 30 people, you'd worry about it, right? But I don't want to play K-Fool with elves, ever. Unless I'm just looking for a fun game, right? If the game matters and I need to win it for some reason, the last person I want to be on the other side of the pitch is K-Fool with elves. Almost literally the last person. So, set up against a blitz, because if he gets a blitz, on top of the fact that he's better than you and he's got elves, you're going to lose. Like, immediately, you're going to lose. That's the end of the game. You've lost. So, of course, Page just sets up in the most useless formation I've ever seen. Absolutely pointless formation. Gets a K-Fool kicks it super deep, because even if he gets a blitz, A super deep kick allows him to come around the side and cut off all of these players from the ball. So it's not, he doesn't have to kick short and hope for a blitz, because if he doesn't get a blitz, a deep kick still allows him to do that, depending on where Page goes. But unfortunately for him, it's a high kick. So, but it is in the end zone. So there is a 1 in 9 chance there already. Page is making blockless blocks. Just to be clear, Page making blockless blocks without moving any players to cover anyone running down the pitch. The ball is still in the end zone. If that's like a 1 in 9, he has to re-roll. If it's a 1 in 81, you just see elves flood the backfield. He's based. One of these is blitzed to make way to base him. And suddenly the ball is on a catcher who can't get anywhere safe. And you lose the game. 1 in 27 with a loner, still without moving anyone to cover anything. Double court for the removal. So permanently removes one of his own players. Seeing the double catch, I wouldn't have hated to see Kfoged just randomly appo that to maintain 10 players on the pitch. Give him the better chance of turning him over. Or he could just remove another one of Page's players and now it's 9v9. Surprised to see him not push into the backfield and force some play to happen. Very passive play from Kfoged here. Just, hello. Really good first comment, by the way. Well done. Um, you might notice I didn't speak during that entire turn. Again, I should I should point. I don't know why I'm laughing for. I think I'm just laughing because I'm kind of like over it already. My ADHD has been absolutely rampant lately. I just spaced out. I forgot what I was doing completely then. I was literally here, blurred my eyes, wasn't watching that turn at all, and was just thinking about what I'm going to do tomorrow. Not even kidding. That I just forgot what I was doing in the middle of doing it. Forgot I was streaming, forgot I was casting a game. My brain just decided to do something else. So thank you for waking me up. I will say, slightly wrong comment. Um, if he'd blitzed first and then put someone standing, he would have stood up. Yeah, but if he'd stood up, he wasn't an assist because he was saying. But he should have blitzed first and given himself at least an assist with the tree. In fact, he could give himself 2 assists. Yeah, he could technically give himself 2 assists if he puts He could either guarantee 1 assist by blitzing this guy and having the Slayer be an assist, or he could put a guard in there and then blitz from the outside here. And if he gets the POW, both of these will be assists. And he gets +2 to stand the tree up. Either one of those to me is acceptable to help the tree stand up. One, two, three, four, five, six. Yeah, he could do it with the Mighty Blow tackle, so he doesn't have to worry about that. And if he gets the POW, he can put a guard on the other side of the Mighty Blow tackle, move the ball up there, have this be the cage. And with the tree standing, pretty safe, right? Thank you for the follow, Raka. It looks like he is going to blitz him, so he should absolutely have not stood the tree up yet if that's going to be the blitz. If the tree... So, right. The problem with the twat magnet thing is, it's not like you should never hit a tree, right? Elves especially, right? Elves don't... Elves hardly ever get to hit a tree because they never come with strength 4. So if the tree is hanging out, elves can walk away from the tree. The twat magnet thing applies to people who can't get away from the tree once they start hitting it. Like someone asked earlier, I'm going to play Old World Alliance who have a tree tomorrow with undead. He's got a block mummy. He could punch the tree. But your mummy can never leave the tree. Unless he breaks armor, which is, 1 in 7 or 8 or whatever times. And he has to knock him down, which only happens 3 out of 4 times. That mummy is now just stuck on that tree forever. And the 1 in 4 times that he rolls pushes, the tree is punching the mummy. Oh, good point, Raka. I don't know, is the answer. I've forgotten. Does it have timber? No, it does have timber. There we go. It's the woody tree that doesn't. I'd forgotten. I'd already forgotten. In third season, they specify that it's a halfling tree, right? Which is why it doesn't come with loner anymore. It's specifically a halfling tree. And as halfling trees don't have loner, they've decided that the Old World Alliance tree doesn't have loner. And that obviously doesn't have to be how it works. They've just tried to simplify it. You could argue that the halfling trees don't have loner because there's 2 of them. But then you got to ask, well, why didn't the goblin trolls always not have loner? Because there's 2 of them too. Why don't the 3 big guys in Renegades not have loner? There's 3 of them. So it didn't have to be that way, but it is that way. It's a honestly, of all the things that Old World Alliance got as buffs, I couldn't give a crap that the tree doesn't have loner, because Old World Alliance rerolls are still expensive. You're still almost never going to use the reroll on the take route if you take a tree, because there's such a high commodity, like when there's 70k each. So it probably will hardly ever make a difference. And in my opinion, you should always take the Augur anyway. I don't even like the tree on Old World Alliance. I kind of be interested to know the stats of the two different types of Old World Alliance team. Like, because Old World Alliance doing incredibly well in tournament style, in NAF style. I'd be interested to know the different win rates of Tree Old World Alliance and Augur Old World Alliance. There we go. Good old MrPage greed reroll. Yeah, the stats are going to be harder because of the money, right? Because of the augurs are more expensive than trees. And so it normally works out that people buy the tree just because of the way the money works out, which is a shame, I think. I mean, it's a shame as in it practically forces that on them. But in a scenario where everyone got a little bit more money, like all of the teams got like 20k extra, whatever it is, to get an augur, I suspect that the Old World Alliance would do even better. Although the one thing that the tree has going for it that the augur doesn't is strong arm. Now that the throw teammate is not a pass, Old World Alliance are one of the teams that benefit the most from that, because they have a thrower that they always take. They have a fling, and if they take the tree, they have strong arm. So they have a very good throw teammate, which if you set up against to make it more difficult, or there's a, like, you don't fancy it because they've set up an anti-throw teammate, you can do the catcher one turn. Yes, the tree doesn't have to bonehead. It can't step forward like the augur can, so it can't throw from if it take roots. So it still has the 2+ to step forward, but it can still throw if it doesn't bonehead. So it is just all around better for the throw teammate, the tree. Personally, I'd be looking to make my team better and not have to throw teammate. But because now there's no loner, if the money worked out that the tree was the better option, I wouldn't care now. I would care more before. But with no loner and the improved throw teammate, the tree is now perfectly fine. He's not going to foul him, is he? I was going to say, why is he going there? He's going to dodge out there. So it's not the likelihood of getting the pushes, although getting 3 pushes is actually annoying, depending on how many rerolls you got. And as mentioned, rerolls are a rarer commodity on Old World Alliance. It's the dodge part. If they just backline or they put a 1-turn defense in if you can't blitz them out of the way, because you've used it to do the together pushes, then the dodge through is 4-4-3, which isn't great. When you add in on the fact that you need 3 pushes, all of which are also basically, 50-50s, then you need to add in 2 more 50-50 dodges and a 1 in 9 dodge. It's not great. You can try and do a Necro one turn utilizing the Slayer, which means you can blitz through the back line or through the one anti-throw teammate defense, especially now the catcher is strength 3. So he can 1 dice through, or you can run someone up as an assist and he can 2 dice through. So this is why Old World Alliance is so strong, right? They have all of these options going for them. It's a crazy amount of options in NAF style where the one turn can become, it is so important. The one turn is regularly the difference between a draw and a win. So they have all of these options. They have the massively improved throw teammate, and they can take the tree with that in mind, which, like, as Nut said, like, most people take the tree because of the way money works out anyway, so it's a double bonus. Or they now have an improved catcher one turn because they can utilize the frenzy, do a necro one turn. For those who don't know, a necro one turn is where you utilize the frenzy on the LOS to take pushes and push a player back. Like, so you block from here to there and then to there into a hole, and now you use him to do the one turn, so you haven't used the blitz. And because you haven't used the blitz, the catcher can blitz through whoever's waiting because he's now strength 3, which is just crazy strong. Like, all of those different options to score a one turn is crazy strong. Like, it's no surprise that they are currently and probably will continue to be the best team in Blood Bowl. I don't even know how you fix them. Like, Underworld, they haven't topped 60% yet, so maybe they don't need to be fixed. Maybe they're just the best team in Blood Bowl. But they are too many percentage points ahead of the others, I think. But I don't know how you fix them. Other than rewriting their roster or something, I just literally don't understand how you fix them. Bring back animosity? Bring back Loner? Underworld had an easy fix, right? Swarming gone, Underworld immediately fixed. There's no rule like that for Old World Alliance to just easily fix. Yeah, I mean, the problem is you can't do something. You can't just take defensive off the dwarves in Old World Alliance because this edition has specifically tried to simplify the players across the different teams. Hence the tree losing Loner. Because it's literally meant to be a halfling tree. They are literally meant to be dwarven longbeards from the dwarven team. So, like, you can't give them different skills because then that's rewriting the roster. That's taking them back to being unique. Even though what you get in the box is the literal models from the dwarf team. So I don't know how they fix it. Yes, the human thrower was made worse because otherwise Old World Alliance would be even better. If they had the old human thrower, it would be crazy. So maybe we're just stuck with it. I can't see them making any changes to rosters. They just brought the rosters out. Other than fixing some, typos or something. I don't even know what TOs can do. They've got everything they need. Give him less skills, they won't care that much. Yeah, exactly. That's still probably the best team in Blood Bowl. Well, this is going to be a base cage because he's already blitzed. I mean, he can heavily guard it, but he has got wrestle. It will just be a... It would just be red dice on the ball. There's no way to get a 1 dice on the ball with guard on this side. He can dodge in this side for a 1D on the ball now. He just has to tag the Mighty Blow tackle with someone. But he definitely could do it. Could just go for the dive right here and 1D him, because when he 1Ds him out, he also gets red dice with wrestle there as a backup plan. So maybe he goes for this. 5 plus 4 plus. It's not crazy, is it? Oh wait, it's not 5 plus 4 plus. None of these are block. It's 5 plus 5 plus. I mean, he takes the 4 plus, but then he knocks himself down. This is the one with block. There's a rush to blitz from that angle and knock him back this way. Gets the sidestepper on the ball. Doesn't move the other players first. I'm not happy with that when he was doing a rush. I would have liked if he'd gone there. With the wrestler, because then that's not just a straight up 2 dice attempt. But there is a blodge stepper on the ball now. Mighty Blow tackle is tagged. This is a good pressure turn. But seeing as he is tagged, I would probably have liked to see him go there and him go there and base him. Straight up full pow. Into armor break. There we go. The classic MrPage solution. And a 1 dice pow. Utterly ridiculous. There we go. Absolute MrPage classic. Chaining him out here. But it's only into guard territory. It's just all guards. He couldn't chain him down because of the trees. So I assume he's just going to red dice him with wrestle and see if he can manage it. Oh, he's not. He's not even doing it. Okay. Bit weird. No point in chaining him out if you were going to do that. Tub skulls. Okay, he is still stuck with some pressure. Unfortunately, this guy's getting Mighty Blow tackled. Well, Page didn't re-roll it, so somewhere A pig just got its wings. Actually, I mean, I don't know if he's done it on purpose, probably not, but he's ended up with good placement of these guards, right? It protects the Mighty Blow tackle from being the one who's blitzed. But it does mean that he's going to blitz him, base the ball, and then he just tags the Mighty Blow tackle. And once again, Page has to do something about the Blodge Stepper. One dice is him here, okay. Quite surprised at that, but he did get the pow, so now he can blitz the Mighty Blow tackle. Jesus Christ. I don't even think you want to take this block, right? Because you're just pushing back onto the guy that you're trying to protect. Yeah, he doesn't take the block. She's making a cage. And of course rolls an immediate full power on the Blodge Step. Oh my god. And a double rush. Absolutely incredible. Literal classic Page Town. Both times the ball has been based with Blodge Step. Both times he's just rolled a full pow. Easiest full pow of his life. There is just a straight up 4+ here though. You can come around the back for a 1D. But only a 1D. Gets the pow. Big boy pow. Scatters on the tree and out. It's turn 7. Will he go for the pickup and handoff play? And then 13, 14, 15... Oh, okay. He went for the scoring threat first. So he can pick up on the Blodge Stepper. And then snake the rush! Oh my days. Yeah, the problem is he can't get safe there, can he? Yeah, it's on a Blodge Stepper. We just saw Page pow him both times. I don't know what he's doing the rushes for. He's still not safe. Like, he's not getting to a better position by doing those rushes. He's just getting to a different position. Wherever he goes, he can still be blocked somehow, or he can, like, it's just kind of irrelevant. K-Fool hanging around with Dave or too much. And then Page scores anyway, after K-Fool had basically won the drive. It's just not worth it. It's just not worth the risk. It's also not worth burning the reroll. So, Page does a standard grid. Ugh, stop it. Page does a standard grid. What is K-Fool doing here? That is not useful. I guess he's doing a block first. What's happening here? Hang on. That can't be right. This is the guy he's trying to knock forward. Is he doing a 4+ dodge? That can't be right. That's a 1 dice. No, yeah. It's got 2 assists, cancelled by 1. No, it is a 2 dice. Is he doing a 4+ dodge? Is that what this is? That's what this was going to be, right? There's nothing else you could do here. Do you know what I'm very surprised that I'm not seeing? The patented Jimmy Fantastic, amazing... Oh, I guess it's not amazing. Amazement fill-in. Why isn't he doing a fill-in? He's got a sidestepper, and this guy's like 2 squares back. Why isn't he doing a fill-in? He's got a full team. It only needs a 1 in 9 dodge. Then he blitz from there, straight down, knock back, block forward, no dodges. So for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, when you've got a full team and a sidestepper with high movement, either movement 8 or movement 9, you can do what's called a fill-in one turn, where you fill in squares in front of you and utilize a player that's not on the LOS. So the sidestepper, blocking there to there. Would be there. You need to fill in these 2 squares. Okay, those are 1 in 9 dodges. Still not a 75% dodge, but you need to fill in some squares. I can't be asked to work it out on the thing. And then you blitz backwards, which pushes him to the LOS, but you filled in the squares. I guess you could just fill in these, right? You don't have to fill in these. You can do 1 in 9 dodge with the blitzer. Block straight back, whatever. Chain your sidestepper up. And now, because you've got players here, he blocks him sideways into someone, into the sidestepper, and then he blocks him forward or whatever. Like, it's not easy. You still have to do 1 in 9 dodges and stuff, but this is definitely a 4+ dodge. I wouldn't want to do a 4+ dodge when I can just do 3+ dodge and do a fill-in. And then, of course, he's ending up pushing him up here, which means he has to do multiple 3+ dodges anyway, so you might as well do him here. Skip the 4+ altogether and then have no dodges to score. And no, I guess he's a pro elf, so no tackle zones is irrelevant for the catch. Yeah, weird. Excuse me. It's quite strange. I'm going to sneeze again, man. God damn it. So, let's see what Page does to make this more difficult. Steps in 1 there. So can K-Fool still do this? That would now be a 5+ dodge and a 1 dice. Still doable, but kind of annoying. but I don't know if there's anything better, because that's a 5+ dodge. So I don't think he can do anything else. He doesn't have any friends. He can't fill in these and blitz him, because there'd be no way for him to go. I don't know what these are doing. I don't know what Page thought was happening there, but this is not a thing that matters. I'm not entirely certain what's going on there. I guess you just have to go for the 5+1 dice. Don't think there's any way to make it any better, is it? Oh, God, I didn't notice where the kick was either. Jesus. Never mind. Just he failed to pass. Didn't even get to see it. One hell of a kick. I don't know why there wasn't... talking of which, if we go back and look, why isn't there a relay in case of a deep kick? Why isn't there a relay guy in the middle? Normally, you'd expect there to be another elf in the middle so you could throw a shorter pass and then hand off. But he's missing a relay guy. I'll be honest with you, I don't think Kfoged's taking this game as seriously as he should. I did mention that at the start. A bit snivelly, give me a sec. Okay, so what will we see Kfoged do here? What do we reckon? He hasn't taken any damage, so he could try and quick score and play for the win, or he could Daka for the draw. Against Page, slow-moving Page is not going to be good at defending a Daka. There's a tree that could end up not making it. The tree doesn't even come into contention without rolling 3 2+s. So 50-50, the tree even makes it anyway. So I think a Daka is if he wants the draw. Or he can just bang in a 2-turn. There's even a fling on the pitch. Like, so the Daka's pretty good if he wants the draw. This aggressive one-sided setup on the opposite side from the Mighty Blow tackle, to me, indicates that Kfoged's going to play for the win, which I don't hate, because if he hadn't made that slight mistake that was punished with a snake, not a mistake really, but a slight weird decision that was punished with a snake, he would have stopped the score, right? I don't. Why is this elf on this dwarf like that? That's odd, isn't it? And why isn't this elf a dodge elf? I get you got all of the, but you don't need all of them, right? One of them could be like this blodge stepper or this catcher or something. You don't need all of them here. He should be there, and he should be over one. We hit with wrestle, which is good because he's block. I don't know what he'd have done if he'd wrestled. Just waited another turn is the answer. Is he going to sideline Cage against a halfling? Oh, he's doing it. Okay, fair enough. He's doing it with the Blodge Stepper. It did mean he had to cut the corner, and he rolled a 1 in 9, so he's lucky he's an elf. Don't know why he's hitting the dwarf and leaving him based. Oh, wow. And I don't know why he's risking the catcher either. What are these risks for, K-Fool? Like, this is, like, perfectly fine. Where was he? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... Wait a minute. Can he get to the same square? Right. Remember where he was. He's 2 behind this elf. And that's the square he wants him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, he can't. He thinks that square is important enough to add a 1 in 9 dodge instead of just being there. That seems kind of ridiculous. He could have just gone there, though. Or there, up there one. Like, he didn't have to be in this square. This square is not important, right? I wouldn't have done a 1 in 9 dodge with my dodge step catcher. And not only that, but it leaves him as the screen. I don't even like him being the screen anyway. Like, he needs a double rush to hit this catcher. But he's definitely just blitzing him now. Luckily, he's not dead. Page eats the dub skulls. Didn't Greed re-roll his second failure with Mighty Blow Tackle in the first half? Eats the dub skulls there. Are we sure MrPage is okay? We're not stalling, are we? No, okay. I guess he wasn't far enough up. It would have been a rush. So you might as well do the handoff instead of the rush. I didn't count it, but I'm going to assume that's what that was about. Very aggressive, this setup. Look how aggressive this is. Oh. Is it very aggressive and one-sided? this setup. Not really certain what that's about. Makes it easier to defend against. Blitz-wise. Even Page might notice this. I'll be honest with you. This was Page's setup. He should have just stayed in the middle. Page would have stayed where he was, and if you get a blitz, you win. Like, doing this just basically nudges Page to be like, hey, your setup is stupid. You don't want to remind the other guy that his setup sucks. I mean, it does still suck. And he quick snaps onto the aggression with all of... Like, you can just blame K-Fool for that, right? There was no need to do this. Because it literally just invited this, and then this happened. Like, it's entirely on K-Fool. You can't complain here. He was going for the surf. He was 100% going for the surf. That's the only reason the fling is there. Who's blitzing the sidestepper to stop the Slayer from being counter-surfed? The Mighty Blow tackle's over there. That's such a bad play. And he gets the accidental surf instead. Holy shit. Shit like this, by the way, completely and utterly winds me up when I'm playing. Like, I don't know how bad K-Fool gets annoyed by shit like this, but if that had just happened to me, I would be ranting. If you ever watch me play, even when it's not at 3 in the morning, right? I vent when I'm playing. If you haven't seen me play, fair warning, if you come and watch me play, I vent, like, loudly, swearily. It's how I manage my ADHD. Basically feels the pain, and if you don't deal with it in some way, like, it can be like mentally damaging, right? You get it builds up. It's bad for you, essentially. So I vent. I just shout about dice. I can't believe this. This is so garbage. This guy's doing this and he's getting away with it. Like, I'll just shout out loud. I even back when we had chat, I never typed my opponent. It has nothing to do with my opponent, right? It's just me venting to deal with, like, the shitty emotions that come from someone doing a really bad play and the game allowing it to be good. And it's not even really about my opponent. The actual bad feelings are much deeper. I'm sorry to put this in a game that you are watching. If you're watching this on YouTube, you like Blood Bowl, right? But it's reminding me that I've put thousands of hours into being one of the best players in the world in a game where someone can do this. Where someone can just be bad, and it doesn't matter. The game will still fix it so that what they did gets a good result. Like, that just pisses me off on a really deep, visceral, like, way. So that's where my venting comes from. It's not even really about the game that's currently going on. It's just that. And immediately, K-Fool goes for the win, gets quick snapped on, takes 2 removals. Blockless, because he followed with the tree, by the way. Followed with the tree that was the screen to the ball. This is exactly what I mean, right? If he'd left the tree there, it's not so bad, right? But taking this blockless loner block after following with the tree literally just loses you the game because you've just exposed the ball. Like, all of these elves come through, blitz him, pick up the ball, and you lose. You just lose the game. And he doesn't know it. Like, he doesn't realize that that's an issue. And again, the game just doesn't care. It just doesn't care. It's objectively terrible, but it only goes wrong a small amount of time. That's just Blood Bowl. And I can't deal with that quite often. So, yeah. I'm just going to keep putting it out there because I plan on putting like some of my games on YouTube, and I don't think I can control myself. At some point, I will shout and swear. Like, it will just happen. Even if I'm thinking about it, etc. I'm not in church. I don't have anything overriding my natural venting. So I will almost certainly shout and swear if you see my games at some point. Not every game. I don't have Tourette's. But definitely sometimes. And that's why this was an absolute dog shit turn from MrPage. And what's happened is nothing. He's just removed 2 players. Nothing bad at all has happened. It's single screened. Genuinely, 1 in 9 in through to 2 dice the ball is probably K-Fool's best shot, right? 3-3-2 to be an assist, and then 3-3-2 to 2 dice the ball is literally K-Fool's best shot. Get the ball on the blodger that comes through, and then base the mighty blow tackle. You could just win the game. Otherwise, you're just going to lose more players. The Page next turn is going to accidentally end up in a better position than this. You're not going to have the opening. I would go for this. I don't think you've got a better shot than going for this. And there we go. And there's the blitz, and he 1 in 9s. I mean, you can't complain if you fail it either. That's 4 1 in 9s. But it really is just a coin flip. It's probably not a coin flip, is it? What is 4 1 in 9s? Dodge. Two. And then new player. Dodge. 3-3-2. Oh, oh no, it's better than a coin flip. It's like 60% to get to block the ball that doesn't have block. So if you add in a 2 dice block with 3 successes, it is literally over 50% to sack the ball, to actually sack the ball. And then a 2+ pickup, say, to have the ball. Yep, still over 50%. Over 50% to have the ball on a block stepper that turn. Not a lot over 50%. 53. But still, more likely to end up with the ball on your blodge stepper than not. Which just shows you how rubbish this turn from Page was, right? And again, it's not punished. It's totally fine. He's removed 2 elves. He gets to like twat this lino and this lino. Everything's going to work out fine. At least he doesn't die there. That ball is just so unsafe. Okay, he's using the fling. I thought he would put the fling around the top to do 2 into 2 here, but I guess he's not going to. And there we go, full power on the dodger. And he's removed, he's stunned. Yep. This is the problem, isn't it? This is Pro Elves. and he snakes that. Like, even with some of the mistakes and plays that I didn't really like from Kfool, he's obviously still played rings around Page here, and this is going to end up as Page winning. It's just Blood Bowl. Yeah, I don't understand what they did. I kind of get giving them a skill, right? Fumble Rooski is shit. I kind of get giving them a skill to because they wanted all of the elf. I don't know why, but they wanted all of the elf linos to be 65k. So the one that needed to go up in price got a skill. And Fumble Rooski is fine, right? As the 5k skill. I wouldn't want it because it screws up my costings. But anything else, almost anything else, would be worse, right? It would just make them too good. But what the hell is the other shit that they give them? Hail Mary, like they didn't even fix Hail Mary Pass. They just give them Hail Mary Pass and left it as rubbish. You're still never going to Hail Mary Pass. Why didn't the blitzers get anything? I would rather my blitzer have got a skill than my thrower. They could have given the catchers sprint the same as the woodies. They could have just done anything to make them not worse. Why have they made them worse? They weren't good. Yeah, the only thing that diving catch helps with is like inaccurate passes landing near you and stuff. Like the other half of diving catch does nothing. It's just dumb. Helps if it's raining, I guess. Oh my days. Not that that was going to do a lot anyway, but it's pretty funny. And there we go. You all got to witness a mediocre player beating one of the best players in the world because it's Blood Bowl. Hopefully some of that was useful for the academy. Sorry I spaced out at the end. The game was over and I was just taking the opportunity to reply to a message over on Reddit when I'm trying to help someone play Amazons. We will see you in the next game, and hopefully that's decided by skill. See you there.